did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 54 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
He was looking for Devin Singletary there. 3rd down here.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. 1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. With touchdown first down number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down.
First down, Buffalo.
On first down, Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. Now the ball comes loose, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
The Bills going to take over again on offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Here's Allen to throw it. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now it's Peterson. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess we could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
32-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Finding Knox there, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Gain of 6 yards.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Cardinals add on.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking it. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Allen's pass complete to John Brown. Fumble on the play.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. But there he goes right side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Cards continue to pour it on. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping him.
Yeah, good luck for that, because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recount? The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Might he be on his way to a record-setting... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 31-yard line. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
Kyler Murray sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
By Josh Norman. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
That score that they...
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. Now a hit and a loose football. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He will take this all the way.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
So they get the 1 score, kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
31-yard line.
It's a big one now. It's a big one.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That one was intended for John Brown. But now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We have hit half times. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Huh, interesting. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 75 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This will be caught at about the 5. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
31-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
The quarterback forced out of bounds and sacked.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up,
and he'll give it here to his running back. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
That's a gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And 1.
Flushed out right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And he'll finally be taken out of bounds just past the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
The 49-yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the
more muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. 41 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. At their own 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Allen now looks to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return is Peterson. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free.
No, sir. No,
And
sir.
he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Cardinals add on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught, and he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen in trouble, and the ball's out. And he's brought down all the way back in the end zone. My goodness, that's going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he goes out of bounds without getting rid of it. A big loss there, and it goes down as a sack as well. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, 20,
yeah, baby.
10.
We coming in.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
And now out come the Bills. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he's going to go down again.
Quarterback is sacked. A loss of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Fielded at the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And he's brought down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout. Their 2nd. As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Now they'll run it on the toss. The strong running. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
And here come the Bills. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Single, 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 single.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football.
Kyler Murray sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for one, maybe 2 more plays.
Down.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Christian Fulton, the rookie, picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Cards, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. They will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they're going the wrong way, as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12.
They picking snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in the in blood across it where the blood then the juice stay turned like.
in them. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
This is second nature, all is automatic.
You fools hurt, Jesus will.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where am I alone? Not when I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Huge us in the belly of the beach, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you limits, and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage, way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Oh.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn Cain, you done kill Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Pick a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis flash. If I finally starting to realize, never give up and go. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Time to try and go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could into all to. We're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, that's I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this is jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was popped, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he falling again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a 4-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly like mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zazo, Tree, and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up, baby.
This is definitely music.
Hey yo, yeah. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tricky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot, but Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's on the way. Got a new bitch boss, but it don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it talks too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check.
She right got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than a speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do?
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? How she emergency mix? Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does.
Tonight, from CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
The city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those 3 here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild CenturyLink Field. Tonight, we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Now it's Carson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
He was taken down.
The numbers on the ground for Carson last week, 15 carries, 74 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Cardinals now with a long field ahead. And they'll be led out by their quarterback in his second season now from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
He's brought down at the 15.
The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And still fighting. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 85 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's... Team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Now a hit and a loose football. Still going inside the 30. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. Room to run at the 50. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
That's a safety.
Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got it.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Russell Wilson sacked.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Escaping the pressure right. Finding room at the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it they're picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the...
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball.
And the ball is knocked out. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. A lot of times we talk about being opportunistic as a defense as a whole. Right now it's becoming just one guy on this defense.
And he is doing such a fantastic job because everyone emphasizes taking the ball away, going after the football. But some people just have a special knack for it. He forced 2 fumbles last week, and there he forces another one in this game.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with its second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Seahawks 2.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Wilson sacked.
Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Flush. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. As they've got it with a very tough 3rd and 15 forthcoming. As they've got it with a very tough 3rd and 15 forthcoming. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's in a zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Throwing now is Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, try and hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great, you've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day?
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Carson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's brought down at the
good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
no gain.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's got it, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle.
This is first and goal, and a golden, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
For Seattle.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Christian Kirk on the return.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1 yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. Still staying on his... And now look at him go. He's at the 30. 10.
We got plenty of fight, baby.
Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which it always takes off with it. It's a fake. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, first and goal. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance. Carrying it firmly, get it.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen, but you say 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
They have something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Complete.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
87. Touchdown.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for two. They'll try and run it here. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on two more.
9.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And incredibly, and he loses the football a second time.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. In the early games, a lot of good matchups, one being in Indianapolis. A tough one for the Colts as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the LA Chargers. And finally, on Sunday Night Football, they've got a good one lined up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Las Vegas Raiders. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front, as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Takes it at the 7.
Christian Kirk on the return.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A carry here for the big tight end. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A stop by Shaquem Griffin. Murray, strong running. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
To number 46.
A big play there. 46 yards. And the Cards continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
34-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone.
Now Carson fumbles the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. Look at the big man rumble. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona.
Let's go. Let's go.
Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Gonzalez now to have the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Chris Carson trotting back out there, looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Greg Olsen. And that's good for a seed.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Again, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Tyler Murray sacked. A fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions,
live
right?
conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice where you just pop it up there.
There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. 51 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Well, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
At the 11-yard
in on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety Jamal Adams. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Check, 59.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good pickup there of 22.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game. He's moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The tackle made by Benson Mayowa. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. 50 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right?
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
Tonight's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Arizona, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they...
Irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up and I'm there in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 4-4-4 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Really? Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's built private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that doubt I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you roll it.